Shay Sharp, coming to you. Will Lamar's career be a failure if he doesn't win a Super Bowl?
First of all, before I even react, I want to make sure that I acknowledge one thing. Everyone on the panel of First Take basically agreed that it wouldn't be a failure. That I think maybe that, and I think even they thought that the question was a little out of bounds. So I acknowledge that. But why? How did that become a topic of discussion to begin with? How did that become a headline that was typed in as one of the topics to have on First Take for Lamar Jackson after winning a game? Normally, I get on sports shows about how Lamar and the Ravens are the first topic on their show whenever they lose. Oh God, it's hell to pay in Baltimore. What's going on? Like, what did Lamar do? Why did they lose? What did he do wrong? Like all that stuff I said before. No. This topic about is his career a failure without a Super Bowl after winning a game? Are you kidding me? How does that even come across your desk and get on live TV as a question? Is Lamar Jackson's career a failure without a championship? What do y'all have against him? Who? Do y'all just honestly hate this guy? Like, do y'all hate where he's from and hate that he has just proven everyone wrong from day one? Because here's what happened. Before we get into like why, because I really don't even know why. Let's talk about how that question itself is asinine and should never have even come on the airwaves. We shouldn't even have seen that question written across the board of First Take. Do y'all remember that at the Combine, Lamar was asked about 5-6 different times, do you think you should convert to wide receiver or some other position that's not a quarterback? And he constantly had to answer that question over and over again, saying that, no, I'm a quarterback. I'm playing quarterback. He had to answer that question multiple times. So first line of disrespect for the guy even touches an NFL team. He's already been asked all these questions about. No, you're not. Basically, you're not really a quarterback. So why are you trying out for a quarterback? So proved that wrong. Came into his rookie season, went 6-1 before losing that playoff game to the Chargers in his rookie season. Taking over for Flacco and a Ravens team that was dead in the water, 4-5 at the time. Came in, got him to the playoffs. So cut that narrative out. He's playing quarterback. Started next season, won the MVP. The new narrative was, this offense can't play from behind. Next year beats that narrative. The offense can beat you even when they're down. He did it again this season. He was down 10-0 to the Chargers. Came back and won that game, so can't use that anymore. He can't throw. He still can't pass. Was top 5, if not number 1 in the league in passing yards. Won another MVP. So you can't use that. It's like we keep on seeing these narratives get moved and switched around and flipped around. Can't beat Patrick Mahomes. He'll never beat him. So he beat him in the regular season. I know he hasn't beat him in the playoffs yet, but the narrative was he can't beat Patrick Mahomes at all. Beat Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so let's switch it up. Let's turn around so we can make it so it makes more sense. Oh no, he's 1-5 against Patrick Mahomes. He hasn't beaten him in the playoffs yet. It's not gonna be good till he does it. It's the playoff record. He can't do well in the playoffs. Just got to the AFC Championship. Is that not doing well in the playoffs, or is that going to be a new narrative as well? Because Josh Allen has not gone past the AFC Championship. Joe Burrow made it to the Super Bowl but didn't win. Dan Marino, we acknowledge him as one of the greatest quarterbacks who ever played. Never won a Super Bowl. So why are we adding this question to Lamar Jackson in particular? How does this even come up is my question. It shouldn't even have ever seen, it should have never been seen on our TV screens. Molly Karam should have never have had to even ask that question on television. Shouldn't have happened. Why did that question come up with Lamar Jackson only? Is Joe Burrow's career going to be a failure? He hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. Josh Allen hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl. Who else? C.J. Stroud hasn't won one yet. Do you know how many active quarterbacks in the NFL right now are currently have a championship? The answer that I can come up with right now is 4 that I know at the top of my head. If there's anyone to add, please go ahead and add. But right now, all I know, the active quarterbacks that have a Super Bowl ring, the active starting quarterbacks, Not guys on the bench. Guys that are actively starting. Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. That's number 4. It's 4 guys. In the past decade, the only quarterback who has been drafted in the past decade to win a championship is Patrick Mahomes. But we're going to talk about Lamar Jackson's career possibly being a failure if he doesn't win a Super Bowl. You're out of your mind for whoever even had that question come across. I don't even blame Stephen A., Molly, Jeff Saturday, and Shannon Sharp for answering the question. They answered the question, and they by and large understand that, hey, it's going to be a disappointment if he doesn't win a Super Bowl. That's fine. That's fair. But to call his career possibly being a failure without a championship is ridiculous. And again, it's once again a brand new narrative that we got to attach to one guy, change the narrative over and over again so it fits that it's going against him. We don't do that. This doesn't get done with any other quarterback in the league. It doesn't get done like that. Give me questions about how quarterbacks are being talked about. Lamar gets talked about so differently from every other quarterback. Why? What do y'all have against him? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it at this point. The guy can't lose a game without y'all getting on and talking about how he didn't do this, didn't do that, missed a throw here and there. We just came out the Eagles game on Sunday. I know he missed a couple of throws, sure. But we're not going to acknowledge that the kicker left 7 points on the field. We love to do that with Burrow. When Burrow lost to the Ravens, you know what Darren Orlovsky said? They lost because the kicker missed the field goal. Or the guy, no, he didn't even blame the kicker. He blamed the guy that dropped it. That botched the snap, the holder. Didn't even blame the kicker. Burrow does no wrong. He had 3 turnovers in the game against the Steelers on Sunday, and he still didn't get blamed for it. Nothing. Everyone wants to find ways to coddle Joe Burrow, coddle Josh Allen when he screws up. Josh Allen, the presumptive MVP, and he has played fantastic. He deserves to be front runner for MVP honors. He has proven me wrong. I will acknowledge that because I did not know what Josh Allen was going to look like without that alpha number 1 receiver. He's done great. He deserves it. His career wouldn't be a failure if he didn't win the Super Bowl. The question wouldn't even have been asked. So why is it that with Lamar Jackson in particular, that we keep on seeing stuff like this come up? Is he really a quarterback? Has he regressed? Did the Ravens make a mistake on paying Lamar Jackson? Will they ever win a Super Bowl playing this style of offense? All this extra narrative stuff that just keeps getting spun around. Then something new pops up. My God, it doesn't make sense to me. Critique his game, fine. Critique when he doesn't play well, that's fine. But questions like this and narratives spun like this that the guy can't do it because he plays differently, talks differently, looks differently than the other guys. Why? How in God's name does that become a topic, even read coming from Molly Karam's lips? We shouldn't have seen that. The guy's career is a failure without a Super Bowl. The guy already is a success. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer. Because every obstacle that he's already gone through and still going through, which is ridiculous, from the time he was a rookie. After his rookie season, everyone thought that there's no way he would last 3 years in the league. MVP season coming around the next season, it's a fluke. Comes back in 2020, misses a few games due to COVID. Had a subpar season, whatever, by his standards apparently. Comes back, wins another MVP. Should have been unanimous. But no, now it's those two MVPs don't mean anything without a championship. You know how many quarterbacks wish they had 2 MVPs? Josh Allen does not have an MVP. Joe Burrow does not have an MVP. Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, young, very talented quarterbacks that are already being mentioned as better than Lamar Jackson. They're not even in the MVP race. They're not in it. They'll probably get there soon in their careers, but they're not in it now. Trevor Lawrence, remember that guy? People said that he was better than Lamar Jackson. Jaguars are like crap right now. Now I'm going to get to Trevor Lawrence later on, but my God. My point is, stop moving the freaking goalposts with Lamar Jackson. Critique him like you can treat the other players. Stop giving these brand new narratives about him, man. That's all I'm asking. His career failure. That's the worst. That's the craziest topic that I've ever seen on any sports show about any player in any sport.